I might jump out of the helicopter, y'all.
Oh, now she lost me. Jumping out.
Oh no.
Let me stay inside but look around. Now, I'll maybe hang my feet out. I've seen the people like hanging their feet.
Where did you sit? Was you by the door?
Oh yeah, I was right in the front.
I was right by the door.
Yeah, we had the same spot.
Yeah.
Jumping.
I liked it. I don't know. Updates to come.
Girl. Okay, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to another episode of Travel,
Fly,
Sexy. I'm your co-host, 𝗕𝗏𝒄𝒄 𝒂𝒃, owner of 𝗕𝗏𝒂𝒄𝒄 International.
And I'm your co-host, 𝗕𝗏𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄 𝗍 founder of Boss Babes Upfront.
Period. And we're back for part two. Part dos of our different side of Las Vegas episode.
Yes, Vegas just had so much to offer.
It did. And so much so that we couldn't fit it all in one episode. So here's part two. But before we jump into it, go back.
Yes, if you haven't already listened, go back and hear all the good stuff we talked about already.
Because in the first episode, we went over where to stay, where to eat,
where to drink
for sure, transportation, all the good things.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to pick up the second episode and jump straight into nightlife.
Because it's Vegas.
So
there's that.
And that's on period. Duh. So the Strip.
Because it's Vegas.
Because it's Vegas.
The Strip.
No, I will say, even though the Strip, I feel like it speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's Vegas. But I will say another incorporation into the nightlife that now kind of has woven its way into the Strip is the emergence of these hidden speakeasies.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like I want to find them all.
Yeah, it's so many speakeasies in Vegas now.
And they're all behind doors and inside of restaurants and inside of corner stores. Like,
I still can't get over Beauty and Exes because it has that same speakeasy vibe because it's like in the consignment shop. But yeah, Vegas has a lot of good things to offer on the Strip. And I think the Strip is, again, like I wouldn't say a double-edged sword, but it has the inside and the outside. So obviously you can just walk the Strip and just get entertainment. There's street entertainers. You want to be taking pictures with the girls or the guys or whatever. You have those opportunities. You have those free shows like the Bellagio water show. And it's honestly just a sight to see in itself, especially at night. But like you mentioned, you have a lot of things inside. So a bunch of these resorts have clubs and bars and lounges of things that you can just kind of literally just be on a Strip and find a vibe.
For sure. And like, when you think of 𝗓𝗏𝒄𝒄, I always think of that just being like a signature Las Vegas experience. Like, did you go to Vegas if you didn't go to 𝗓𝗏𝒄𝒄 kind of thing? And that's located. I've also never been, but I did go to Vegas. But it's like, I know Ricky's like, how? I'm not a big old like person. Like the club just is overwhelming. Granted, I'll go to a club, but I need a section. I need a experience.
Vegas is very much.
Yeah. But I believe 𝗓𝗏𝒄𝒄 is located inside of the Cromwell Hotel, which is like one of my favorite boutique hotels on the Strip. So like you're still getting an emergence of the Strip no matter where you're
really choosing to, nightlife at.
Yeah. Another experience on the Strip that can transition from day to night is the high roller, which is like that really large Ferris wheel situation. But the reason that I like it for nightlife is because some of the pods you can purchase to have an open bar for your experience around.
That's
so
cool.
I did that, and that was very neat because it's like 30 minutes, you go around the thing, but it's an open bar the whole time in your pod. So it's like it's really cool. Yeah.
Another thing I just thought to mention that we didn't mention in part one is Fontainebleau also has Live. So you have Live nightclub, you have Live Beach Club now. So if you're familiar with Miami, again, the Fontainebleau in Miami, you have Live on Sunday. So you now have Vegas, Las Vegas Live. So if you're looking to go to the nightclub or do the beach club daytime thing, they have a stacked itinerary of different DJs and offerings throughout the summer.
Yeah, they really snapped with that phone. Yeah, in Las Vegas, they really did. Totally, still brought the vibes of Miami, but gave it its own identity.
Absolutely,
and that is where I'm like, love that for you.
And it's so interesting too, because we've talked about this. Like Miami's kind of setting that tone too. I'm like, look at like two of my favorite cities, like getting mature with me. Like, okay, I'm
they
like,
growing up with you.
Grow up with me. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, literally been 21 in Miami and in Vegas, and now I'm just like, these are two different experiences of these destinations, and like, I like that.
Absolutely, yes, because we also did the grown and sexy Miami experience as well.
Like, okay,
yes,
go that for Vegas.
Go back and listen to that episode. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was
like that was like episode 12 or something crazy
was
like that.
Yeah,
it was a while ago, but it was still a good job.
Definitely. Nightlife, Fremont Street. That's if you want to get off the strip, you kind of want to have more of a la carte nightlife experience, whereas though you're not fully committing to a club or fully committing to a certain property, you can do Fremont Street, bunch of bars, a bunch of entertainment throughout. I mean, you have the beautiful display, so whenever you're down there, it's just colors and graphics throughout, so that in itself is like entertainment.
It's very interesting because it's like it's outside, but for whatever reason you still kind of feel like you're inside.
It's that roof.
It is the roof,
that little like
but it's so neat. Like I just think that's such an experience in itself, whether or not you have a plan for your evening or you don't.
Just going with the flow.
You can just go off like vibes. Yeah, for sure. It's one of those places, like if you have no itinerary, you could totally go here and still make the most of your experience.
Absolutely. Bar hop is perfect for bar hopping.
Yes. And I will say, speaking of the bar hopping, if you are on a budget, but you still want your liquor,
Tasha had double.
Free that. Baby, I got a double Maker's Mark, just ice and lime. If y'all know me, y'all know
Tasha's been drinking really grown this month. And like, I'm used to that, but like, reminder.
Well, because we've been outside this month.
So, okay, gin and lime. Okay, Maker's Mark and lime. Girl is an adult.
Nevertheless, I got a double Maker's Mark with ice and lime, and it was $20.
Yeah, and it was like this big.
And it was like a regular, almost like solo cup, but clear.
Oh, yeah.
And that might sound like a lot to you. You won't drink if you think that's a lot, because $20 for a double.
Taking me back to Jamaica.
Go back and listen to our Jamaica episode. Jasmine is very much traumatized by alcohol. For the time being, she'll get over it. But nevertheless, that's a steal, especially in Las Vegas. Like that is a steal in Las Vegas, where you pay $20 for one shot.
Yes.
On the strip.
Or some water.
or a bottle of water.
Depending on where you at.
Precisely. So I really enjoyed the prices on Fremont Street.
Absolutely.
Because I thought this makes more sense. It's still touristy, but this makes more sense. Like $20 for a double, I can do that.
Yeah, and you have a bunch of options too. So like, you don't have to like, whereas the strip, you're kind of picking somewhere to go because these places are so big. So you're like, okay, we're going to go over here, then go over there. But with Fremont, like, you can be like, oh, I don't want to go to that bar. I'm going to go to this bar, which, you know, we like evaluated our options before buying. So it's nice because you get a lot of options, but it's obviously walkable.
Yeah.
So it's a lot in a small strip is what I like to look at it
and
as.
You can still like pop into the hotels and the casinos that are over there. Because Circa is over there. And Circa is a newer property that has a lot to offer as well. And there's bars and restaurants and so forth. So you really can make the most of the Fremont experience. And then they also have activities there too that are still allowing you to experience them after midnight. Like,
if you want to do the zip
line over our heads at 1 in the morning. Like, what is happening?
Exactly. And I was trying to be them people, but I didn't see where the line started.
Somewhere.
Fun fact, Circa houses the OG Vegas Vicky. So the original Vegas Vicky sign.
Yes.
And if you're familiar with Vegas Vicky, she's that girl.
Yes.
She is located in Circa. So if you are in Fremont, you could pop in,
get a
see
pic.
her, get a pic.
Yeah. Another addition to the nightlife of which we discovered, and I'm excited to like actually experience it more, is the Las Vegas wine tour.
Yes.
So again, this is a different side of Vegas. This is very grown, all right? If you want the other side of Vegas, we got another episode, go back. Long time ago, but we did it. But the Las Vegas wine tour essentially will pick you up at your hotel, and you will do a wine crawl, if you will, for the evening. Yep. Or you can just do one location for the evening with different wine experiences, but also with a dinner as well. So I really think if you're looking to elevate your time in Las Vegas and do something that's a little bit more, I don't know, grown, friendly, sexy, whatever the vibes.
Like transportation.
Exactly. Luxury
like wine,
transportation.
Champagne on the train. You know, you get picked up and then take into the different restaurants, and it's paired with different, like, you know, if you go to an Italian restaurant, you're going to try an Italian wine.
Exactly.
So on and so forth. I thought that was really cool.
It's so good. Yeah. So lots to do.
Yes. Come on, Vegas.
Lots to elevate. But still keeping it like traditional Vegas, because you're still going to enjoy yourself, but you can do something different.
Right.
Which I love for this episode.
That's a perfect transition, because speaking of things to do,
yes,
you can obviously do that in the nighttime, but I do think they have a daytime option as well if you're more of a daytime wino like me. But there was so many things that we got to do for this conference, a bunch of different experiences outside of the average things that you typically think about, which is, you know, nightlife, the things we talked about, food, drinking, etc. But we got to do some really unique experiences that I would never even think to do in Vegas.
I'm still just on a high because the one experience that I did, which I'll tell you guys in a second, literally blew my mind. Like I was like, how am I doing this? And
that
why
was crazy.
Is this
why
so
is this
cool?
Why is this a thing?
Why is this available to regular people?
A few of these things are like, all right, Vegas.
But when in Vegas, I guess. So the first thing on our things to do or experience activity is an experience or activity called Dig This. Dig This Las Vegas. And essentially what you are doing is operating heavy machinery, the same stuff that they use on construction sites, and you're just doing it for fun. Like literally, I'm picking up huge mounds of dirt with the actual machines that they use on construction sites.
Crazy to me.
To move dirt and move lumber and move all the things. And I'm just out here doing it for fun. It was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Did they check your license?
They didn't check my license necessarily, and that could have been because of the fact that we were with a group. However, they do administer a breathalyzer.
Oh, okay.
To
even
make
though y'all
sure
had cocktails before.
No, they didn't.
Nobody.
They didn't give it to us. But I did read the signs, and that
send the travel agents to do it drunk.
Sounds about right. But that is a layer of it. If you're just not in a group,
just curious, as we're telling you guys,
absolutely,
so you know
there is a breathalyzer because they like you in Las Vegas.
Because I don't drive, so I'm like, would they let me do it?
Yeah, no, you can definitely do it.
Okay.
There's instructions, and there's someone with you. Talking you through everything because you have a pair of headphones on.
Oh, nice.
Talking you through everything, helping you with the controls and so forth. So it is, you're on your own, but you're not on your own. Like someone's there to support you through the process. But they do administer a breathalyzer when you get there because you are in Las Vegas.
So do this early. You would want to do this early anyway.
Yeah, like it was like you want to do it during the daytime. Yeah. Absolutely. But it was like, and it was an amazing experience.
Yeah,
truly
it looked dope.
Amazing experience. And the interesting part that I found was like I felt so relaxed in there because you're inside of it. It's just you and the controls. And after a while, once you get the hang of it, I just felt like this was almost
I'm doing this.
Yeah, and it was very relaxing. Oddly enough,
really,
I know. I really recommend doing it. I highly recommend doing it. It was so much fun.
As you guys can see, we've gotten two completely different experiences of Las Vegas throughout this conference. So we stayed at different hotels and had completely different schedules. So we thought that was great. Obviously, we wanted to spend more time together, but it was nice to get these many experiences to like talk to you guys about. For sure. Because I'm like, oh, that's dope. I definitely didn't get that option.
Yeah, so the conference was 75 travel advisors and it was split into 4 groups.
Yes.
Is it 4 or 5?
I want to say 3.
No, it was 4. It was 4 because
Okay.
it was green, blue, purple, and red.
Oh, I ain't know nothing about purple.
I was purple. Damn, she didn't even know. I was purple.
Thought you was red.
No, red was the Virgin.
Purple was there?
Red was Resorts World.
Okay, got it.
Blue was Fontainebleau. Green was Treasure Island.
I didn't know nothing about green.
Yeah, nobody really was talking about green.
About
they were
green.
very like, even the green people.
I didn't know nothing about green. Yeah.
Where were they?
All right.
They were there, but they were literally like,
maybe we drawing it out. It's all right.
They were like mole people. They just didn't speak.
She's making it worse. All right, we're gonna.
And then I was purple. And then I was purple.
Yeah,
for
so
real.
we were in different color tracks, and we did different things. We went different places, stayed at different hotels, and it was loaded. So it's obviously another half that we didn't even get to experience.
Yes.
It's 2 completely other scheduled itineraries that we didn't get to experience. But Dig This sounds like a vibe.
Dig This was so cool. I highly recommend it. And
yeah.
Please, like, it sounds nuts because literally the whole day, honestly, the whole week when I saw it on my schedule, I was like, what is this?
A bunch of things kind of gave what was this, but I was like, I'm here. I trust y'all.
Exactly.
I'm feeling the vibes.
And I was like, me?
Yeah.
Like my aesthetic.
So the one activity on my itinerary that made me feel that way was the machine gun.
Now
I was like, moi?
Right.
So I actually went to the mall instead because I had to return some things because my luggage came. So it's your girls of Travel Fly Sexy.
Before we jump into today's episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
And make sure that you're following us on Instagram and TikTok at Travel Fly Sexy.
And of course, if you have a product or service that you'd like to see featured on an upcoming episode of Travel Fly Sexy, shoot us an email at info@travelflysexy.com.
Now let's get back into the episode. I did not shoot. I am not a shooter.
She's not a shooter. Period. She got the hitter.
A machine gun.
Because I'm going to have a hitter to the left of me.
That's what I'm like. No, not me. So yeah, I didn't go, but that is an option. And everyone said they had so much fun doing it.
I believe it.
Yeah. So I mean, one time I went to a gun range. Quick sidebar. One time I went to a gun range. Because I have my gun license. I was like, oh, I'll go learn how to drive.
You have a gun license?
Yeah, but I don't have a gun.
That's still
can we
pretty
talk
cool.
about this on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, I went to a gun range and they was like, oh, you can't shoot here. And I was like, huh? And he was like, you never shot before? And I was like, no. And he was like, not today.
What?
Literally got turned around. So
I didn't realize that was a thing.
I feel him.
Do you? How else are you supposed to learn?
Maybe I'm not.
And that's fair. But nevertheless, you apparently
that is an option.
do that in Las Vegas.
Yeah, if you want to go shoot some machine guns, not even regular guns, machine guns.
That's what I'm saying. That's another layer of adrenaline.
Absolutely.
Machine, because they're just like,
yeah. That's different than your average gun range. It's like a whole nother level. And I do think they have other options for you, but like their whole thing is machine guns, rifles, like. Yeah. So if you are a gun enthusiast and you're into that while you're in Vegas, you have a machine gun range that you can go shoot at.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Another of I don't even say another because there's tons, but a big popular thing to do in Las Vegas is a dinner and a show.
Yes.
Like
I'm terrible.
I personally, and I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like this is our podcast. I could skip a dinner and a show. It's not.
I skipped it, y'all.
Yo, Jasmine in the blue track.
We was vibing. We was having
they were outside.
I loved my
went
crew.
to all the things because I was like,
how like, and it was
I'm
just like
going to follow the rules. Taj.
It was such a
Jasmine in the blue
range of ages. Like obviously, travel agents. If you know anything about the industry, like we're typically like the youngest, if not like young, like like. Most fashionable, but
definitely that.
Typically the youngest of the crew. But this was like a nice little mixed bag.
Yeah.
So it was some younger people, like people closer to our age. And then obviously you have the professionals, the vets that's been in the industry for 20, 30 years.
Yes.
But my group, even with the people that was like 20, 30 years in, they lit.
lit.
We was getting bent.
Literally. And we gonna talk about the last day, but I met them on the last day. They got to the last event.
Wasn't my track. That was a different track.
Oh, that was the Resorts World. That was the red people.
They was fun too.
The red people was crazy.
Yes. It's blue and red. We start making purple.
Yes.
We was vibing.
Heavy on it. Again, reminder, I was the purple track, but Jasmine didn't know.
We was in our own little bubble, y'all. I literally made my own schedule. Loved y'all down for the options, but I was like, I know what my clients like as well.
That part.
I don't want to waste anyone's time. My clients aren't going to shoot machine guns.
That's
maybe
fair.
some of you guys are though.
But yeah, the dinner and the show.
Yeah, if you're into that, I mean, it's Vegas, so if you're into seeing a show, another point is they are refreshing, I guess, some of those like storylines and presentations and things of that nature. So some of those shows that have been around for years are kind of getting like a refresh, I'm hearing. So, you know, the way that the actors are presenting, the storylines are being adjusted a little bit. Like they're just adding new things to make them feel like, oh, I saw this 10 years ago, but I'll come back and see it again. Because I know the show that we were supposed to see, a bunch of them were like, I saw this before, but went back and it was great. So that's if you are a show person and you saw a show in Vegas before, it would be worth going back to see it again because it's probably gonna be a little different.
That's true. Yeah, the show we saw was Marriage is a Murder.
Yeah, you had like an interactive one, right?
Yes, and it was like
fun.
They were in the crowds, and some of the people in the crowds were a part of it, and some of the people were identified as murderers. Some people were killed. It was fun.
I like that one.
It was interactive.
Sometimes we just check out. Nighttime's not for me.
Yeah,
nighttime's me time.
And you know, if you've ever attended a conference, you know you're literally just going nonstop.
This was loaded.
You have like an hour between to get showered and change for the next thing.
Hence us being on part 2 because we're still talking about things that we were doing in these 3 days. This was 3 days.
Yes,
so
literally. Yeah.
Another thing would be the big bus tour, which was super dope. So
that was a nice treat.
You could do that in a lot of major cities, but I think the cool part about it in Vegas is you get to kind of, first of all, see the Vegas sign. That was my favorite part.
It goes down the strip.
Yes. Yeah. So you get to see everything. And I think it's just a good way of getting around and seeing the city if you really are into sightseeing. Big bus tour is always a good joint to do in any city.
Yeah. And I'll say also, if you are listening and you're someone who organizes groups, I think that was a great way for us to
get around
with our group. Because we kind of got like a 2-for-1 where we had a big bus experience that took us to where we were going to have our final dinner and final, farewell evening. So something to consider too, if you have groups in Las Vegas, you might want to, see how much it would cost to privatize that.
Yeah.
But that was really, really cool. And sit up top. I know it's hot, but sit up top.
Yeah.
Because you gotta get the open air experience.
Sitting downstairs is always crazy to me. Like even if I'm catching like Megabus, I'm going upstairs.
I'm going upstairs.
I would get on a regular bus if I wanted to sit downstairs. Why would I get on a double-decker bus and not go upstairs?
And not go to the double-decker?
Yeah, I'm so confused.
But nevertheless, the bus did take us to the Mob Museum.
Yes.
Which I never knew until now.
Me either.
That was actually kind of neat.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So if it sounds like what it is,
it
mob,
does.
The mob life, mobsters, gangsters,
all
of that in a museum. So like the history of the mob.
Yeah, it was dope.
It was. And the museum itself was really cool. Like it had walking you through this history of being a mobster. It incorporated movies that were very much based around that topic. And then also during our dinner, we heard from a former mobster, which you're probably like, if he a former mobster, how is he still alive? I know, but
how is he home?
He did his time. He got some arrangement with the people. Y'all don't touch
with
me.
The people. As long as I come do this little speech, we good.
But no arrangement that part. But arrangement with the mob people back in Chicago. I don't speak your name. You don't touch me. He broke it all down because
he's speaking their name. I had to leave early, y'all, because I would have been in the tea for the mobsters.
Yeah, they had some good questions at the end.
Like I would have been like, audience. So how are you telling us about it right now?
And that was like, he knew that was going to be the first question people asked, but he had
answers.
It made sense.
I respect his hustle.
It made sense, but it was definitely cool.
They also have that speakeasy, which was so cute.
Yes.
Look, Ricky's like, yes, you've literally been there for that speakeasy, huh? Did you go during this trip? Yeah, so it's the underground in the mob museum.
In the mob museum, in the basement of the mob museum.
Yeah, it's so cute.
To post that concert.
The cocktail was, I know, it's so crazy because I was drunk at this point, y'all, because I had a flight. So I literally came to the mob museum to do the dinner, to like say that I ate, but also say farewell to everyone that I met and loved. But also to like see how many drinks can I drink before this flight.
And go.
And I started on the bus. And then I got to the speakeasy and I didn't get any content because I was drunk by then. And then I had a cocktail.
It's all good.
Yeah. But I saw your video and I was like, that's what I should have did. The open the door thing.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like you got pictures in there.
Yeah, but they're not good.
It's not very photo picturesque.
Yeah, it's dark. It's like I would have had to get a video
of
and the
going
people I was
inside.
with was drunk. We all was drunk. It wasn't going to work. It's
but
okay.
I got one. I got to post it. But yeah, it was definitely a cool element. Again, we talked about it. Speakeasies are all throughout Las Vegas.
Was dope.
I actually sat down with Sarah from she's the regional director of sales from MGM, and I was like, we need to figure out how
speakeasy.
Yes, like a tour.
Yeah,
because MGM, they have a lot of them in their properties.
Yeah,
like obviously they have the park, and they have with the Bellagio. They have tons of properties, and they got tons of speakeasies in their properties.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, because I'm working with the people. We have to bring some things to life.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mob museum was really cool. What else?
Our very first night, we did the helicopter tour.
Oh yes.
With Maverick Helicopters. So we visited their space, kind of got a tour and little info about the company, but then we did a helicopter ride, which was so dope. At first I was like, probably not going to do this. Like, I count myself out of things before I get there. I'll be like, I don't do stuff like that, but I'll go. Like, I know what I'm capable of. I was like, yeah, probably not going to do this, but I'll go. And I literally loved it. I'm ready to get another helicopter.
That was my first experience in a helicopter.
I loved it.
And I loved it as well.
So good.
Like, and also specifically Maverick Helicopters, that brand is very much...
Oh, yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, I've used them before, and now I'm like, I'm ready to go do like my private, give me the champagne. Like, I want the vibe.
Yes.
Like, that was awesome, like, to get the experience. But now I'm like, actually, I would do this by myself. Like, come up here, just chill. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, I highly recommend doing the helicopter tour over the Strip in Las Vegas.
It's gorgeous.
At night. Or sundown.
You see the Sphere.
It's so good.
You see what is their stadium, Allegiant Stadium?
Yes.
Which is really nice overhead as well. But all of the beautiful properties, which we know, Vegas, the Strip, like every property is just so much. Whether it's like the Paris that's giving Eiffel Tower, or it's like the Bellagio, like every hotel has so much. The Venetian that has this, like they're all so gorgeous in their own way. So just imagine like seeing all of those different like architectures and lights from overhead.
Above,
yeah, it was dope.
I loved it. Yes.
Yeah. I might jump out of helicopter, y'all.
Oh, now she lost me. Jumping out.
Oh no.
Let me stay inside but look around. Now, I'll maybe hang my feet out. I've seen the people like hanging their feet.
Where did you sit? Was you by the door?
Oh yeah, I was right in the front.
I was right by the door.
Yeah, we had the same spot.
Yeah.
Jumping.
I liked it. I don't know. Updates to come.
Girl. Okay, girl. Another activity is Area 15.
Yes.
So much to do here.
So much to do, especially
it's like an adult arcade.
It is
kind of feeling.
But if you have the teens, like teenagers, preteens, kids of any kind, like this is the perfect place, like for a family.
Yeah.
Like when we talk multi-generational travel,
exactly.
Obviously, Vegas, I would say it is an adult destination, but people take their kids there. It's a lot to offer for, like, a lot of the properties have kid-friendly activities and such. So if you're traveling with different generations, definitely go to Area 15.
For sure. And they have a good, healthy balance. There's a speakeasy, I think, inside of the mart.
Oh,
yes, I know. I didn't have time to go.
You're absolutely
but
right.
Yeah, man. And it's just like,
see, but they don't sell cocktails. It was like, it's a snack speakeasy.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. I think it's like
of
exclusive
snack
snacks or something.
Yes.
or something like that. But yeah,
so
which makes it even cooler because it's like, you know, a very niche speakeasy.
Yes, correct. But then they also have bars and restaurants inside there as well. If you want to, you know, take a break and get a cocktail, and get a light bite.
It's so much. Like, it's
so much. Then outside,
I don't even think we're supposed to talk about this. Is this secret because it's Area 15? I don't know. We're going to tell you anyway.
We talking about
They had the lift off.
Yes.
The lift off outside.
If you think about
story about that.
If you think about
so many stories from this trip.
The lift off would be like the equivalent of, you've ever heard of Dinner in the Sky, where you're basically ascending above ground and then you hang out. But theirs is no dinner, it's just a bar in the sky.
Exactly. So you take your cocktail up and it goes up, and I believe it rotates. In our process of going up, we got on with a family of 4, 2 little girls, mom, dad, and you would think it would be the little girls. Nope, it was mom. Mom was not having it. We got up like halfway, and it's like you said, it's like, you know, a slow propel. It's like, you know, it's just a quick ride. So
I would equate it to the Dominator at Dorney Park.
It gotta give you something. Yeah, like it's not
except
like
it don't drop like that.
Exactly. It's not a speed thing.
But that's how high it is.
It's slow. It takes its time because you're taking in the view, whatever.
Yeah. It's high though.
So we're going up, and the lady's like, "Can you go down? Can you go back down?" And he was like, "Huh?" She's like, "Can you go back down right now?"
Oh my God.
She's like, I can't. Can you go back down? And he was like, I actually have to go to the top.
Like, I can't. It's programmed.
Yeah, it's programmed. And it's like, I'm going to mess it up if I try to stop it and make it go down. Like, you know, you have to go to the top. But he's like, as soon as we get to the top, I'll go back down. So we literally got to the top and went right back down.
Oh my God.
And he was like, y'all can stay on. So the little girls stayed on with their dad. And he was like, y'all can stay on if you want to. But I had a traumatic experience right before then. And it was just a lot going on
day to be in the sky.
I just was like, I don't need it. It's okay. I got the footage. We went back on the ground. The drinks were good.
Dang, man.
So, but I mean, I think the universe said, go back on the ground. And I was like, you're right. That's fine. I'll be on the plane later.
All right, I guess. Yeah. Those get my drinks in the sky on the plane.
What else was in the liftoff that was cool? I mean, in the Area 15.
The Illuminarium is a
different spot.
Yes,
so many.
This was
things.
an interactive, not even interactive. This was this is a tough one to describe, and I told them that it was going to be tough to describe this because this is something you literally just have to experience. I'm going to do my very best to make this make sense. Hey y'all, it's your girls of 𝗕𝗿𝒂𝒂𝒄𝒄.
And guess what? Our Patreon membership is free until the new year.
That's right. No cost, just vibes.
So unlock exclusive content like behind the scenes of our trips, extended brunch abroads and goddess meals,
plus bonus Q&A sessions, and you'll be the first to know about all the amazing things we have upcoming.
Period. So don't miss out on a chance to get VIP treatment. Click the link in our bio and sign up today.
Let's keep traveling and flying sexy together.
Period.
So imagine a room that is full of screens, LED screens. And the screens are programmed to take you on a journey. They have multiple different experiences depending on they change it like seasonally. So this particular one was the history of rock. And all of the screens are just going with all of the history. The music is playing. The floors are also screens.
I love stuff like that.
So you're literally immersed in a room and it's telling the story through the visuals.
Yeah.
And
that's my
jam.
It
was so incredible. And it's someone who loves music the way I do. And a lot of these songs were before I was even born, but I know them. And it just
rock.
Yes,
like
rock and roll.
Rocks, I was
I'm sorry.
Because I'm like
rock and roll. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Rock and roll. But rock and roll is so layered because rock and roll is also a part of Black history
really
and culture. Telling you the story.
I literally thought you meant rock like nature. So I was
but
like,
they have that too. That's what I'm saying. So they have different experiences. So they have one that's like a safari and now literally lions and walking around you because it's a room full of screens. It is so cool. If you love immersive experiences, if you love technology, love AI, all of the different progressive ways,
jam.
Same. So for me, I was like, yes. Other people in my group were like, what's happening?
Yeah.
But I was so,
some people don't
so
that
into it.
It throws them off balance a little bit.
Yes,
because I get it.
So the room was
I'll go sit and
plush,
just be like, I'm here for this.
It was plush beautiful plush white couches. You could literally just lay back and enjoy.
Yeah,
like,
I love
it was great. Illuminarium. Check what, because you can go at different times of the day.
Yeah.
In the morning times, they have like
showing.
a Lego thing where obviously geared toward more children. This one is more in the afternoons for the rock and roll.
Yeah.
This was awesome.
Yeah, that's dope.
This was great.
And there was a bunch of other things throughout the spaces. Like there was like different different rooms and different buildings you can go into that all consist of Area 15.
Exactly.
So,
and they're still adding more.
Yeah. It's arcades, it's mini golf, it's axe throwing, it's so much.
And then I think it was Universal Studios is coming, they said.
There?
Like a Universal, like an entity, not like the actual studio.
That's going to be dope.
But like a horror Universal.
I could see that, especially in October probably.
Yes. Yeah. So like they're always adding and it's still growing. And this is just like a brand new area of Las Vegas that they keep just adding experience to.
It's so dope. It's definitely somewhere you want to go. Like even, again, like if you're not traveling with the kids, it's still worth going. Like, vacation, girls trip, guy trip, just popping through for something to do during the day because it's so much to do over there.
We had so much fun in Las Vegas.
Yeah. So many things to do. And like literally just in that area with so many things to do.
Correct. Like you can spend the whole day there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, are we forgetting anything?
I think we are.
There we go. I forgot to put it on there. It's kind of everywhere, but I did enjoy the Vegas experience. Topgolf.
Oh, Topgolf.
Topgolf was great because it literally is, if you've been to Topgolf and you know the layout, you have like, how it opens up outside and you have the spear right behind it.
Which is nuts.
So literally you are golfing and you're seeing how the spear changes. And if you're like me, you're obsessed with the spear. I'm obsessed with the spear. Yeah. I could see the spear from my hotel room.
I was going to say, Jasmine could see the spear from her bedroom.
Me and the spear vibe.
In the Fontainebleau.
Next thing I got to do is just get inside of it. Get inside the spear.
That would be so great. Yeah. I know that's like a show or something.
But yeah, Topgolf is literally right there. So you get the perfect view of Vegas. You get the perfect view of the spear. So I think that really elevated the Topgolf experience for me.
Yes. Meanwhile, I didn't see no footage of this. So clearly
we were lit.
I was about to say, clearly they got to
we had a good time.
Because I was like, the spear was at the
My group was having, I posted one video. My group was having a good time. That's when we made the executive decision that none of us was going to that show.
Well, it was also late. Like your show started late.
Yeah,
like,
our show started late because
my show started at 7.
Because y'all did dinner at the show, right?
Correct.
Yeah, we did Topgolf and then Topgolf for 2 hours and then
the show.
Was we just were like,
that's a lot, mind you. After a full day of
conference style, mind you, we're doing all of these things that we're talking about, but we also
in the morning
at 7 a.m. sitting in a conference, like conference style, being talked to, going through presentations, having one-on-one meetings with all of these vendors and different partners.
Yes.
So this was a loaded trip. The energy was, that's why I needed coffee in a room. But now I know, I'm just gonna get iced coffee and take it to Vegas.
Random.
That's the hack. If you're a caffeinated girl like me, get you a jug of ice. Oh, you can't take it.
Right. Like, what are you talking about?
Buy it from Walgreens. I know I said don't go. I said don't go to Walgreens. But if they took your luggage like they took mine, you got to go shopping anyway. So get a jug of iced coffee.
She just showed up. I think it was like episode 94.
Don't go to Walgreens. Don't go to
Target when we touch down.
If ain't no coffee in the room, we got to go somewhere.
That's fair. It's fair. They want you to go downstairs.
This is chaotic. Yeah, and I did. Shout out to, what is it, 𝗕𝗏𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊𝒊 just to start my day. Because I'm all for a cute little latte, but like a free cup to start the day.
Is that so much to ask for?
Just sets the vibe for me.
They said, no, you pay for everything.
Pay for everything. Top dollar.
Top premium.
And we keep in your bag. And you got to buy more stuff.
Ciao.
It's okay.
Real interesting in Vegas. But overall,
great time, nonetheless.
Amazing time.
Absolutely.
Amazing time. We are already planning our return.
Yes,
because
before it get too hot.
That part.
Because it was still warm, and that was, you know.
But it was comfortable.
It was perfect. That was the perfect time to be there, actually.
It was, yeah. And fun fact, our trip overlapped with Ricky's trip.
Yes.
So we also got to experience a TFS reunion in Las Vegas for one day.
Right. One little day at the pool.
One day at the pool and the brunch, because we all kind of intersected at that one day. So shout out to us for, again, just maximizing the time.
Yes, okay. We did that.
We did. I don't know how we be doing that, but we be doing it.
Made it happen.
Most unique thing that you discovered on this trip to Las Vegas?
Great question. Okay.
I know.
I hope I'm not taking your answer.
You can't because you were the blue track.
I'm kind of stepping over in your zone a little. Then that's why. Maybe I should use something on mine, but
no,
I'm gonna say the Rio. The Rio is new renovations. The Rio is one of the oldest hotels in Las Vegas.
When it first opened, it was that girl.
Literally. And I just remember in the 70s, it's been around for a long time. And I mean, obviously it's still around for a reason. But I just vividly remember talking about Rio like on TikTok before, and all the Las Vegas like natives dragging me like, girl, why would you send somebody there? Like, this is a mess. Like, no, like if you from Vegas, you know the Rio is a no-go. And
they knew that too. Like they were aware of that.
Yeah. And it was just so great to see, like, from the lobby bar to the rooms to, like, even when we did our site inspection, the CEO came down and spoke with us, and you could just see how passionate the team was about this, like, new phase that they're in.
Yeah.
And I just was like, I love that for y'all, and I would love being a part of that. And like, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to come stay here and to send people here. So I think that was like the most unique and like powerful thing of the trip for me, because we send people to Vegas. Like, you know, like Vegas is #1 destination. Like, easy. But I just remember them being like, girl, like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
And now
why?
And now I can back it up. And I love that for the Rio, and I love that for me.
Yes, because one thing about it, the facts.
Okay, because now I got receipts.
Okay.
Now stay tuned for the Rio recap.
I would say most unique thing I discovered, there was a few, honestly.
Yeah, so much.
I would definitely say dig this.
Yes.
Like,
who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
And then it also be a fun thing to do.
That's one of the ones where I'm like, who came up with this idea?
Literally. Like, just operate heavy machinery for fun.
Yeah. But a bunch of the experiences, even the ones we didn't get to do that we just like kind of talked through during the conference, I'm like, y'all are being innovative.
Yes.
Like, y'all are really trying to show a different side of Vegas, because who would have thought that?
And it's awesome.
That's lit.
Like, and yeah, so that's probably like my top. But then I also think just the level of attention to detail as it pertains to kind of similar to what you said with Las Vegas and this, I feel like, rebrand.
Yes.
I really think is going to be unique as it unfolds. Specifically, just the end of the strip and how it's being developed. And before it was kind of like
off the strip,
the Sahara and the Strat. Oh my gosh, they at the end, they so far, but now they're surrounded by Fontainebleau and
Resorts World that both have so much to offer on top of the Strat and the Sahara, what they have to offer.
Exactly.
So even if you are looking to get a different dining experience or go to a different casino or to a different bar, you have those options just up the street.
So that I'm really, really excited about. Again, kind of similar to your point where it's like, stop telling me
that you don't want to go there.
No.
Because I send people there every day. So
and also
people go and have a good time.
It's popping around there.
Okay.
And there's a Chickies and Pete's down there.
Yeah. Shout out to Chickies and Pete's.
Hello.
Come on, crab fries.
If you know, you know.
Come on, crab fries. Now I'm hungry. I was
literally starving. Oh man. Well, with that said, when you are ready for your Las Vegas experience, the different side.
Period.
Or the regular side. We got you
whatever
either
you
way.
into.
Exactly. Because if you didn't know, but now you know today, Jasmine and I are both a part of Travel Goddess International, which is a full-service travel agency that can assist with bringing your next trip to Las Vegas to life.
Period. So whether you're going to Vegas or anywhere, but we know you want to go to Vegas, visit us at travelgoddessintl.com, and I would sign up for the membership, because if Vegas is on your list, you're going to see a travel deal.
For sure.
Inevitably.
That's one thing's for sure, two things for certain.
Okay, so pay for that membership, and Vegas will be under $200 guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I guarantee it. Can't do Denzel, but I tried. With that being said, it's time for the travel deal of the week. I know, right? Because it's supposed to be summertime. And we about to be outside.
Okay.
We already are outside, actually. As soon as spring hits for us, it's outside season. But this is real cute. Y'all ready?
This eats.
Travel deal of the week, you guys. 5 days and 4 nights in Cabo. mid-July with round-trip flights via Delta Airlines and from PHL. At this point, we're to Oregon.
Like,
and 5-star all-inclusive resort accommodations at the Grand Decameron Los Cabos. All of that. Summertime dates, 5 days, 4 nights, round-trip Delta flights.
Yeah.
And all-inclusive resort.
Yeah.
I don't think you ham it though.
And Cabo, that's the other, well, I mean.
Cabo is the main point.
Yeah, that's the other side
Cabo is the main point here.
We're not just taking you to Cancun with it. We're going other side.
All of that. In the middle of the summer, mind
In the middle of the summer.
$750 a person.
I might have to book.
$750 a person?
Yeah.
Round trip Delta flights, 5-star all-inclusive in Cabo in the summer?
Yeah.
The flight
we
to
might
Cabo
have to go.
is $750. The flight to Cabo is $750 from Philadelphia.
Look, it's me and Ricky looking at each other like, TFS takes Cabo?
Y'all never,
He's never been. I've only been there one time.
Yeah, Cabo. I love me some Cabo. I love me some Cabo.
I gotta check those dates because I got something in July, but I will make some changes.
It's
$750. That's really good.
That's
Delta.
Delta. That's the part.
5-star all inclusive.
That's the part.
Yeah.
Honestly, Delta is the part.
Delta, mid-July, Cabo. It's so many parts.
That's what I said. We're to Oregon.
So many parts. It's so many parts.
It was doing what it was
4 nights. Like, yeah.
It's on the website.
That is a great trip.
Saw it this morning.
Yeah.
All right.
See, I was gonna be like, Tosh, why you ain't put a Vegas travel deal?
I know, but I saw this and I was like,
you could honestly, yeah.
You know, we do the Vegas deals all the time. But
if you like me, you would throw a little 2-day at the end and just go from Cabo to Vegas because you're right there. Back. Because I mean, for $750, what difference does it make? You could get like $100 flight from
and
Cabo
your room
to Vegas.
in Vegas is $29
anyway. So I mean, that's if you really feeling of interest.
Now you get a whole 7 days.
Whole 7 days
on the West Coast.
Come on, we gotta stop saying stuff at the same time.
I love you though.
Does that freak you out? It freaks me out every time.
Gosh, right. Like it's years later and we still be like, what is happening? Nevertheless, you already know this is an exclusive travel deal, so our membership is required. Yes. So you can click the link in the show notes to browse the details of the deal or click the link in the show notes to become a member and then browse the details of this deal. Right. But baby, if you want to do vacation this summer, this is the
Cabo?
answer.
Vegas and Cabo? Yeah. That's what I want to do this summer, I think. Vegas and Cabo. That can kind of top my summer off. I don't got too much going on.
Your birthday's in the summer.
I know. I think I'm going to do a solo trip for my birthday.
Oh. Let's sidebar offline. Why?
Updates to come. People have been encouraging me to do a solo trip. There's like, this year just seems like you should probably solo trip.
It's an Eat, Pray, Love year. Okay, great. Well, if you want company, I'll show up.
Look, that's what I'm like, or I will just ask my friends to go. Like, that's the thing about traveling. Like, solo is hard to try to like put in if you don't have to. Because it's like, or I could just have somebody with me and share the cost.
Like, you don't have to be by yourself.
Go to dinner and
unless you
celebrate.
Yeah.
They'll sing happy birthday and it won't be weird. But there is beauty in solo traveling as well.
100%.
So there's that.
We'll keep you posted.
We'll see.
Nevertheless, there is absolutely brunch in Cabo.
And
so with that being
that
said,
travel deal to get brunch.
Priorities. With that being said, it's time to get brunchy.
Yes. So this week's Brunch Abroad, I might as well just be, I'm like an honorary DMV girly.
I would say so.
Okay.
I think that they would wholeheartedly welcome you.
Hopefully, I'm like, girl, keep my name out your mouth. No, the DMV girlies are nice, so y'all ain't like me.
Philly girl me.
Yeah, that's how I'm like, if it was North Philly, like, girl, you just keep talking about it from here. You don't
for no reason.
Yeah, you just keep bringing us up. Like, but y'all not like that. And I love that about y'all. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Hey, we know you're enjoying the episode, but we just wanted to remind you to leave us reviews.
Yes, you guys are always telling us in our DMs, messaging us, letting us know how much you love the podcast. And we're like, we love the feedback, but let's get it on paper.
Please. And of course, if you have suggestions of topics or destinations that you'd like us to cover, shoot us a DM or send us an email.
Yes. Now let's get back into the episode. So how vibes with y'all?
Oh my god!
And this menu actually gives like, okay, DMV girly. So the place is Matchbox Restaurants. They have 7 locations throughout the DMV.
Oh wow!
So DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And they do a $35 all you can eat brunch. And that ranges from your traditional brunch items like French toast. They had these delicious looking blueberry pancakes, but you also can get like your lunch items, like if you want to get a sandwich or wings, but like all you can eat for $35.
Yeah, that's
So you can get all the things.
All you can eat for $35 is nuts.
Taco bar, and obviously it's 7 different locations, so it varies. Taco bar, waffle bar, cotton candy station,
bro. Me and Ricky at the same time.
They ain't trying to go for real, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
They ain't trying to go. I keep look. Oh my God. Throwing the real. Look, he over there like, all right, we'll see. 7 locations. I figured this will get them because I'm like, the reach, we can go whichever way I want to go. And if you add $30 in certain locations, you can do $65 all you can eat, including seafood. Because you know the DMV got the crab legs, the crab cakes. And so if you are a seafood person, and I mean, if you're in Maryland, you might as well indulge in good seafood for an extra $30, $65, all you can eat seafood, including all of those things that we mentioned. And then obviously we got a drink. It's brunch. $25 bottomless mimosas, real cute. But this is where they got cuter.
Okay.
Strawberry lemon drops. Real specific for the girlies. I like that they put that strawberry on it. Because I was like, because you could do strawberry, you could do regular, but no, they said, we know what the girls like. Strawberry lemon drops. Put it on the menu. So bottomless mimosas, strawberry lemon drops, espresso martinis.
All right now. Take my $100 because I want it all. I want the bottomless, the extra seafood, and the $100. I'm all in. Take it.
$25 strawberry lemon drops, espresso martinis, and mimosas.
That's nuts.
Bloody Marys, but who cares?
Bloody Marys, but who cares? Someone somewhere drinks
one
Bloody
of y'all
Marys.
listening and drink Bloody
and
Marys.
They feel offended.
Sorry. Not the spike.
Ricky said, no, y'all don't.
Yeah. Y'all don't drink that.
Baby, that's a time.
And they have 7 locations, so it's not limited on options. Weekend brunch, all you can eat, bottomless options.
Shook.
Yeah. You gotta have a hotel for this one though, because sometimes I'm like, oh, we could do a cute little day trip, hop on train. No, this is the one that you gotta go back to bed after this.
What?
Like,
you can keep
I
rolling.
Might hit the museum or hit some like happy hour, but at some point I need a 2-hour nap.
The nap on a train.
At some point I gotta crash.
Like
between the food and the bottomless drinks. But
my friends are so
that's
lazy.
A good joy. Matchbox Restaurants.
Dang, you snap with that. That's a
y'all see y'all. I'm just planting the seeds.
We gotta put it on the calendar because honestly, this calendar has been nuts. Like you guys have been listening to us.
This year has been nuts.
Was nuts. May is already nuts.
Yeah, this year is all great things.
We will get. It's just like what's happening.
And then when it's cold, that's the thing about a lot of the brunches that I feature.
They're
local, like DMV, New York, and I'm just like, not really pressed to go from cold to cold. But now that the weather breaking, we're going to see because it's the springtime. So.
Oh, my gosh, the drama.
Updates to come from my team.
All right, last but not least, question of the day. Question of the day, Jasmine. Have you ever had a run-in with the law abroad? Like a run-in with the law traveling?
Me personally, no, because I am a good girl.
Oh my gosh, the drama.
But my clients have.
Ciao.
My clients have. I've had clients in jail. I've had clients get things robbed from them and have to go to police station. And I'm just like, can you just imagine being a person responsible for this person being there and they're in jail?
Oh my God.
So basically I was in jail because I still had to see it, girl.
Yes.
Yeah, like, why'd your phone get stolen? What are you out there doing?
The most.
I'm so nervous.
Oh my God.
I didn't know I had to go with you and to watch you. Here, take this AirTag.
Take the AirTag.
Stress me out.
Meanwhile, I also would like to think that I was a good girl. However, I have had too many that it doesn't even make sense.
Too many is crazy. You've been to a lot of places.
Sure. So maybe that, 40 plus countries, the likelihood becomes higher.
Yeah, absolutely. There we
go. But no.
Slight flex.
That's ridiculous. Definitely. If you haven't ever heard my London story.
Somewhere in here.
It's ridiculous. But the long story short of it was, Mace is legal-ish in Philadelphia. I get on my flight. I land in London. I'm in London for my vacation. Then I try to leave London, and in Heathrow's airport and in London, it's illegal.
You can't have nothing in that airport. Like, I don't even think you can have like sex toys. You can't have anything in the airport.
They take all your stuff.
Yeah, so look your stuff up, girl, before you go. You got a little mace and something else in there and get caught.
I will reroute myself if it connects through Heathrow. Oh, yeah. I will figure it out.
It's such a headache when it's a connection, a layover. I'm here for an hour and you're taking all my things.
All my things. Anyway, so that was one time I missed my flight that I was heading to Iceland for because I had to sit. They had to file a police report. Right. The only thing I didn't do was actually go to jail, but it basically was like airport jail for a second. Ridiculous for my mace.
I was just trash it. My main thing is I have something
just on trash me. I don't know.
I'm like, just trash it. It's okay. I know it's illegal. Just trash it.
Another time was in Guatemala. We were out with some folks, and this wasn't like necessarily me, but and a lot of
me and you.
No. This was like my first trip to Guatemala.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know. Sorry. I we went to Guatemala, so I should have been more specific. But we were out in Guatemala, met some folks, we're hanging out with them. And if you've been to other countries, sometimes, a lot of times, the law is just looking to be paid off.
Absolutely.
In order to just go ahead and let you go about your business.
Yes.
So that was a thing. We were in the backseat. The locals that we were hanging out with were in the front. They ended up having to pay the people off. But it got a little dicey for a second. I'm like, oh my gosh.
They just got pulled over, like, instead of a ticket. Like, certain countries, instead of a ticket, they kind of, like, charge you right there.
Yeah.
We was just talking about that in Jamaica as well. It's like, instead of, like, paying a ticket or going through court processes, like, they just, like, you just pay the government or
the
officers out. Yeah. I mean, technically not legal, but legal is a subjective term.
It is. Because it's
was legal
very much of people are aware that is the standard.
Legal is very subjective.
So then at that point, is it legal? It makes it legal, right? If everyone's like okay with this.
Right.
Anyway, too many time law enforcement, like, it ain't even my fault.
Yeah.
So that's why you got to be aware and prepared. Because I don't go nowhere now with nothing.
Yeah, because
I even check the what do you call it? Like, just ad bills and things like that I have, because some places that's considered like, hold on now. It's ridiculous. Nevertheless, have you ever had a run-in with the law abroad? Drop it in the comments if you're comfortable.
Right.
Let us know too, especially if it's stuff that you were like, for this?
Right.
Because now we need to be educated, all of our listeners would like to know. Dang, that traumatized me again. London.
Yeah, that was crazy. London, don't take nothing.
London. Just check a bag. Because it's not even worth it with
even
the carry-on.
Then, I'm like, I'm still scared.
That part too. Because what is happening? And I got to go there this summer to see Beyonce, and I'm stressed out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the episode on YouTube and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, and follow us on the socials at @𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
And of course, if you have a product, a service, a hotel, a resort, an airline, a wig, whatever you want, and you like to see us there or see us or see it here.
I love her. She is so funny.
I'm just saying. Shoot us an email, info@travelflysexy.com.
Yes. And definitely check out our travel guides. We talked about Vegas. We have Vegas travel guides on the website. So if you're looking for things to do while you're traveling in destination, we can get you set. So visit the website and check those out.
And that's on period. Whew. 2-part Las Vegas.
Vegas, okay, girl.
Viva Las Vegas.
I still need sleep.
That was a time.
And
that time zone had me up early and up late.
Oh, we went from Jamaica to Vegas.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That happened. We had Jasmine had 48 hours. I had 72 hours.
Yeah, quick
between the Jamaica trip and the Vegas trip. Yeah. And here we are. Still sleep, but we told you.
Okay, girl.
Oh, that's our episode, guys. We will catch you next time. Bye.